In the video you just watched, you saw some of my AP Physics students do a physical challenge, or what I call lab practicum. In physics, we deal a lot with talking about how things move. We talk about how fast something goes somewhere, what its acceleration is. But you can only do so many classic physics problems. Train A leaves Chicago and train B leaves LA until you get tired of doing them. So to change it up a bit, in the video that you just watched, the students came into a room and there was a long ramp in the room, and at the top of the ramp was a steel ball bearing. And then I walked to the other side of the room and there's one of these little battery-powered cars sitting there, and I turned it on and this car kind of marched slowly across the room. And I told them the question was, they had to let go of this ball so it landed in the car, right there in the front seat, and then the car just kept driving off in the sunset. I like this as an alternative way to solve some problems because the students get invested in it. They want to be right. There's one right answer, and the right answer is for this ball to be sitting in the front seat of that car as it drives away. Students then work in small groups to measure things, to figure out the speed of the car, to figure out the length of the ramp. We used a laser timer to figure exactly, like within the thousandth of a second, how long it took the ball to go, half of the length of the ramp. And then they solved problems algebraically or graphically or however they wanted to solve these problems to figure out where to put a piece of tape. So when the car got to that piece of tape, they knew to drop this ball. And then we just relied on physics to get it to land in there. I like this method because there is a right answer, because kids do get more invested in this than any of the greatest worksheets I could ever make. They argue over what method to do their math, which way gives them the least error. They argue about how to drop the ball. Do they put the front of the ball on the line or the back of the ball on the line? They move pieces of tape millimeters to the left or the right to try to be correct. So the video that you saw showed one particular class who just nailed it. They get one attempt and they dropped this ball and they did the math and they believed their math and they talked amongst themselves and they collaborated to make sure that they could meet this challenge. Thanks for watching.